SRM is not banned for this. SRM is very allowed. There is also a no SRM category for all dungeons, but I will be doing the SRM version. Finishing a dungeon means beating the boss, stepping in the blue warp, and receiving the medallion or stone from that blue warp. What's going on right now is just a lot of SRM. If you don't get it, it's okay. Not a lot of people do, including me. I'll explain this more like when I'm actually doing the run. You want to run a GDQ so bad. It would be cool to show off at a GDQ. It would not be cool to run at a GDQ, considering the incredibly high crash potential. Although GDQ submissions are going on right now for SGDQ 2020 online. So I mean, I could. I don't know, maybe this run is a bit less scary than I thought, because I was able to get through practice pretty easily. I didn't crash at all during practice. Dude, I could just play the macro. It actually would be so easy to, for a GDQ online, it would be so easy to just play the macro and put them like completely wrong. Okay, actual runs. Don't even need to create a new file. So the current record is, I think, like 53 minutes. Let me go check real quick. Current record is like 53 minutes, and the projected time of this, a good run of this, should be sub 40. How close is this to an AD child-only run? We are adult for about 5 seconds, so we're 5 seconds away from child-only. Define adult. The value that says whether or not, or whether Link is adult or child is set to adult for a short amount of time. Back when tags were first introduced, that's how it was. I don't know if they changed it. Don't pause here. Why is equip mirror shield to split? You'll see. Oh no. I messed it up. This is gonna crash. Yeah. I tapped left instead of up for adjusting, and that ruins it. What? I loaded GZ again. No, I've never actually started a run on GZ by accident. I always notice before I actually start the run. Usually because I have different files on GZ. I loaded GZ again. So here my Z button is actually disabled, which is why I have to roll all the way here and not like Hester backwalk. Alright, here's where, yeah, the fun begins here. Here's where we do, so that was the first SRM. We have to do 4 SRMs in a row in Lost Woods now, after setting Furrow's Wind. It doesn't matter that I set Furrow's Wind in Deku, I just had to set Furrow's Wind somewhere. Okay, so first I have to go into a grotto to get some fish and bugs, and then I have to do 4 SRMs in Lost Woods. 1 SRM is going to turn me into adult for a short amount of time, which will allow me to equip Mirror Shield. 1 is going to glitch Furrow's Wind, 1 is going to delete medallions so that you can get medallions legit, and 1 is actually going to get Furrow's Wind on B. Okay, I got all the item pickups out of the way. Dude, target the wall. Okay, so now I'm adult, so I can equip Mirror Shields. There's SRM 1. So now I have Mirror Shield equipped. It's invisible as child, but it's there. The next SRM is to glitch Furrow's Wind. This is what's going to allow me to do all the crazy warping stuff coming up later. Yeah, that was temporary adult. It only, if you save and reset there, it actually keeps you adult. But if you leave the area, then you go back to child. But in this run, we don't care about actually staying adult. We just want to equip Mirror Shield. Okay, so that glitched my Furrow's Wind value. So now when I use Furrow's Wind, it's going to take me to a place based on my angle, and not where I originally set Furrow's Wind. So this next SRM is to delete Shadow and Spear medallions. We recently had a vote on whether or not you needed to delete them, because if you already have them, then the dungeons don't really do the typical beat dungeon thing for Shadow and Spirit. So we actually have to delete Shadow and Spirit medallions for this run. So picking up this invisible grass here is modifying my inventory, or quest status. Quest status inventory. So that just deleted the medallions. Oh, I forgot to split. Okay, and the last one is for getting Furrow's Wind on B. So the reason for deleting medallions is that when you beat any of the other dungeons, it always sets a certain flag that says you beat the dungeon, but for Shadow and Sphere medallions, it doesn't set any flag. It just checks in your inventory, do you have the medallion or not, yes or no. And if yes, then it doesn't do anything. If no, then it gives you it. And so we decided that for it to properly count as a dungeon completion, the medallion needs to not be there, so it does run the proper thing that says you beat the dungeon. Okay, so if everything went right, when I warp away here, it should not crash, and when I land in Lake Hylia, I will have Furrow's Wind on D. I might not have been far enough in. I think I probably was. Okay. Now the fun begins. Now I can warp anywhere I want based on the angle. I just do a quick setup there that gets me to Bomb of the Well. And Bomb of the Well is really good because it has Wall Masters, and Wall Masters are super good for this run. What? Why is this setup not working? Wait, no. What am I doing? How does the setup go? No, dude. That's bad. Okay, fine. I'll look at the dock. Oh my god. I just did the setup, dude. I'm ESSing one less. There. It's supposed to be 3 ESS turns and I did 2. This run has a lot of setups that I need to remember and they can blend together easily. Anyway, I'm at Twinrova. Okay, so the thing about Wall Masters, so with this glitch active, if you leave the area normally, it does not warp you to a different place. It'll warp you to different places if you use Furrow's Wind, void out, die, or get caught by a Wall Master. And they're kind of in 2 separate categories, whether they put you at an entrance or use coordinates. So Furrow's Wind and voiding will put you at specific coordinates based on exactly what room you entered and like where you entered that room, coordinate-wise. And so if I were to use those coordinates to like try to warp to Twinrova, 1, the coordinates probably aren't going to be good, and 2, the room number is going to be bad because I was in Bomb of the Well room 0, and this room is Twinrova room 3, so I need to load it with room 3. What's cool about Wall Masters and dying is that they put you at a specific entrance, regardless of coordinates. Cool. That didn't do either of the things I wanted. I actually intentionally want to take damage in this fight, so I'm gonna try to like let go of Mirror Shield really quickly. So Wall Masters will put me at a specific entrance, and so there's actually an entrance in Twinrova's room that the Wall Master can take me to directly. And so that's why we want to warp in here with a Wall Master instead of Furrow's Wind or a Death. Dude, are you serious? I'm not gonna be able to take any damage. Or even hit them. Cool. You know what? Screw it. I'll just take this damage. I know that I'm not going to be able to hit them. I'll just take the damage. Oh no, that's more damage than I wanted. Ah, that's fine. Actually, it's not too big of a deal. I don't even know how many hits that is. Okay, that was 3, I guess. What do their hitboxes look like? They're pretty much just regular cylinders that roughly match the size of their body. It's actually not too surprising. Yeah, the Mirror Shield looks so cool in the second part of that fight. Being invisible but like glowing with the fire and ice thing. Okay, so next I need to step in the blue warp to get the medallion, and then also warp back to Bomb of the Well with Furrow's Wind. So I need to do very specific setups for almost every warp I do. So this should take me back to Bomb of the Well. And then next place I want to go to is Phantom Ganon's room. Phantom Ganon's room is another one where wall masters are way more convenient than coordinates, because Phantom Ganon's room is like way off to the side for some reason. Thanks, GF Ring, for gifting a sub to Zbez. The wall master is going to take me straight to Phantom Ganon's room. Yeah, this run is basically a boss rush now with this glitch. And it's all child, yeah. Also, Boomerang is super cool on Phantom Ganon. Boomerang is actually OP on this guy. It knocks him down instantly. No. He's behind the... Oh no, that's actually really bad. Because I need to use another Wall Master. No, okay, yeah, I need to grab a heart in Bomb the Wall somewhere. I think just hope that the Skulltula drops a heart. Deku Baba room. I guess that would work. I'll try to hope this guy drops a heart first. Come on, give me hearts. Oh no. Oh wait, you know what? Are there pots back here, or is that Master Quest? Oh, it's Master Quest. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll go in the Deku Baba room. At least I have 8 keys. Alright. Okay, now it's time to warp to Baronade. No Furrow's win this time. Thanks for 9 months, Brindy. Okay, so this is the last time using a Wall Master. So I mentioned how Wall Masters put you at specific entrances, but... Oh yeah, split. Whoops. The Wall Masters put you at specific entrances, but Furrow's Wind uses coordinates and a room number. And most of the bosses are in room number 1. And Bomb the Well right there was room 0. So I couldn't warp from a room 0 to a room 1 anyway. But now that I'm in a boss room, I can set Furrow's Wind here, and it'll be set in room 1 with these coordinates. And using coordinates of like Twinrova or Phantom Ganon would have been really bad. But Baronade's coordinates are pretty good. So I'm going to set Furrow's Wind here in Baronade's room. And these are going to be really good coordinates for the rest of the warps in the run. So I can use Din's Fire on the blue warp here to be able to have control before Rudo talks to me. And then I gotta die. And now I have to warp away here, and the B press for Furrow's Wind here is frame perfect, which is cool. Okay, got it. And since Jabu is a wrong warp dungeon, it's actually going to take me to Deku Tree always. If you try to do this glitch with any regular wrong warp dungeon, it'll always take you to Deku Tree. And now I'm going to warp to the next boss, which is Morpha. And Morpha is really fun. Yeah, Morpha's child is probably the highlight of the run. So Save State figured out a new sort of strat for this. If this goes well, this could actually be super quick. If I get lucky. Depends on where Morpha first goes to. That's good, actually. No. No, I couldn't get it. Alright, whatever. I can just do this strat. Jump. Jump, you idiot. Okay, easy fight. So I gotta do another warp here. Oh my god, I almost grabbed the heart container. Actually, I guess that wouldn't really matter if I grabbed it. And this one is going to take me straight to Goma. No, I didn't do this route myself. This was a team effort between me, Mr. Cheese, Save State, and Natalia has died. We all worked on this route for the last week or so. And also, from the blue warps from the wrong warp dungeons, I don't actually have to care about my angle, so I can just run into the blue warp, since it'll always take me to Deku. Next is King Dodongo. We'll split. King Dodongo, the King Dodongo warp puts you really far out of bounds, but starting the fight only checks for your height, so as soon as you fall a certain distance, you get warped into the arena anyway. Oh yeah, and Blinny helped a lot with the heat stuff. Yeah, that's to Blinny. Very rare use of blue potion in this run, because we need more magic, because we use so much Fro's Wind in this run. CLG potion. Yeah, for the King Dodongo fight, you can spawn anywhere, even super far out of bounds, and as soon as you fall a certain distance, you'll get warped into the fight. Which is really good, because otherwise we'd probably have to wall master into King Dodongo's room, because the coordinates are terrible. But we just get warped in. The same thing also happens with Bongo, which is actually the next fight right here. But I think Bongo's coordinates are fine anyway, so even if it didn't happen, we'd probably be okay. Here's Bongo. This isn't getting banned because we have separate categories with and without SRM, so not banned. If you just want to run no SRM, it's just a separate category. Oh no! I just softwalked. Why'd I do that, dude? I remember telling myself I wanted to like try to set Fro's Wind while hitting him, but not before the end of the fight, because if you do it at the end of the fight, it soft locks. And I like remembered too late. If you set Fro's Wind right as he dies, it's just soft locks. I can't do anything now. I just like remembered that I wanted to do something different, but did it too late. It's okay. We can do another run. Cool. Well, you saw most of the run. Yeah, the run sucked anyway. For all you guys know, the OT community could just be like pulling the biggest ruse of all time in the speedrunning community, and we could all just be like completely just using Game Shark cheats and stuff and just acting like everything's normal, like it's all just a glitch, but we just think it's really funny to make people think that this is real. Speedrunning conspiracy theories. I'd love to start making up speedrunning conspiracy theories. Okay, I'm not gonna soft lock because I'm just gonna set Fro's Wind after the fight. I'm not gonna set it during the fight. Okay, now I will set Fro's Wind. There is adult for like 5 seconds in this run. It should be set on this side, yeah. And this is not actually going to take me to another dungeon. This is actually going to Gerudo Fortress. This is not Gerudo Fortress. This is a problem. What's the fastest thing to do here? I think going to Lon Lon is the fastest thing to do. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go to Lon Lon. That was supposed to go to Gerudo Fortress. I am gonna have to check what I messed up with the angle setup there. Is it time of day for Dampe? No, it should be past Dampe time. Okay, this is not part of the route. So I was supposed to set Fro's Wind in Gerudo Fortress for the wrong warp to the credits. Setting it in Lon Lon also works, and it's just easier to get to Lon Lon from a warp song, since I couldn't, this is not really fast to get to Gerudo Fortress some other way. Unless I could have like possibly tried to make a quick angle setup, but I don't know any of the cardinal directions in Ice Cavern. Yeah, of all the places I could have gotten warp to, Ice Cavern was an interesting one. I wonder if I like ESS turned one extra time or something. No, the run's not dead, but this is a pretty big time loss, but I mean the run's over in like 4 minutes. So Volvagia is the one boss you don't beat in the warp chain, so that you can actually use Volvagia to wrong warp to the credits. Again, if you warp into the dungeon with the warp glitch, then you'll always warp out into Deku if you use the blue warp. So that's why you can't warp into Volvagia and then wrong warp to the credits from there. You have to come in here with the glitch deactivated. That's why we have to warp to Fire Temple normally. And Volvagia is just the fastest boss to get to from a warp song. Unglitching Furrow's Wind is just leaving the area normally. Just leave any area normally and it's unglitched. Although if you have Furrow's Wind still set, then going back to that Furrow's Wind will re-glitch it. But I was done with Furrow's Wind there. I got the boss key because I used SRM earlier to load the debug file, and the debug file has all the boss keys and a bunch of small keys for all the dungeons and everything. Except the boss key for Ganon's Tower. Rip sub 40. This easily would have been sub 40 if I got the Gerudo Fortress warp properly. $40.39. That is all dungeons recce by like 13 minutes. Okay, let me see if I can figure out what warp I probably got. I wonder if I just had a bad turn. My guess is that when I turned right, I got a bad turn. That's the only thing I can think of. Although I'm actually so lucky that I didn't crash, because so not every warp angle will be a valid warp angle, and a lot of angles crash. And typically, if you just try a random angle, you're probably going to crash. The fact that I messed it up and got a non-crashing angle is really lucky. There's like 10,000 or so something working angles out of 65,000. So, I mean, there's a pretty good chance you just crash. Oh, never mind, there's... Okay, no, half of angles crash, okay. There's 32,000 working angles. Okay, so... if I turn here... Yeah, I did not get this angle in the VOD. In the VOD, I'm very clearly facing slightly off to the right. Let's see if I can try to get the same angle I got. Like that. This looks like what I got in the VOD. A73. Well, that's probably not what I got. I don't think A is... Cavern. No, this would have crashed. So yeah, I'm just super lucky that that didn't crash. But I've got to be more careful, I guess, to make sure this angle works properly. I might actually ESS turn, just to be safe. This is where I was supposed to go. Then I set Furrow's Wind here instead of Lon Lon. And then from here I warp to Fire Temple. And that's like 2 minutes faster than failing it. Okay, time for another run. Oh wait, I am muted. I wasn't actually talking much, but I was muted. All I was saying was, no, I'm not muted, while I was muted. Rip. I loaded GZ again. To no one's surprise. I just haven't loaded vanilla OOT very often in the last few months. I have a certain rhythm of crashing the game typically in GZ and reloading GZ again because I'm always crashing in GZ every 5 minutes. Okay, this should not take me to Ice Cavern. Yeah, my last run, I messed up this angle and I went to Ice Cavern. So I'm gonna save a lot of time on the next split. Okay, this is not Ice Cavern, confirmed. I was so confused, dude. I was just like sitting in Ice Cavern for like 30 seconds wondering what to do. So I want to warp here to set Furrow's Wind right at this entrance. The glitch Furrow's Wind is no longer active, but that's good because now we can use this for wrong warp to credits. Here we go. Rip record? What do you mean? That is record. I just lost 2 minutes at the end in my PB. Actually, I am surprised at how accurate that 2 minute estimate was. I just like kind of guessed that it probably lost about 2 minutes and it was almost exactly right. Cool. All dungeons in under 40 minutes. Yeah, even if AD did do Ganon, it would only add about 1.5 minutes. You would just add the warp to Volvagia, and then also add a warp to Ganon. And then the Ganon fight is just a little bit longer than, like, the movement to Fire Temple. Okay, so I guess there's more to it than just not crashing. I hope for Both no crash and for Rosewind on D. But there's the crash. There are no SRM leaderboards. If you don't like SRM, you can run the no SRM categories. Yeah, crashing means I made a mistake. Typically it means my angle was not correct. I need one very specific angle and anything else will crash. What's the backup for crashing? Starting the run again.